G'day guys and welcome back to Chasing Dreams. I'm Bo.
And I'm Maddie.
And we are here to answer your questions. We put it out on our socials for you guys to ask any questions you have and just hopefully inspire you guys to get out there or whatever these questions are. I honestly haven't got a clue what I'm in for. So let's just jump into it, answer all these questions. If there's anything juicy, I don't know.
Let's go. Starting off with, how did we get into vlogging and sharing our travels?
I guess we're inspired by other people doing it at the time and it just looked awesome and we thought, man, what if we could do that? We sort of loved this lifestyle of camping and everything. So we decided to pick up a camera, film it, one for ourselves to look back on, which has been absolutely priceless already, to learn something new, to grow. And, you know, if this works out, that was going to be super cool. Along the way, we can't believe the support that we've had and you guys getting behind us. And it's just, I guess it's lit a fire in us to really want to do this full time if we can and put our best foot forward. But it's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun. Originally, it was just sort of like so our family could join along and see our adventures with us. But it really turned more into like a community and sharing these places with all of you guys, and It's been amazing.
It has. It's an unreal experience, something definitely don't regret doing. No. That's for sure. Absolutely love it. We meet so many incredible people just because of this, and that is unreal. What do we got next, Dale?
How do we find the difference between going from the caravan to the Troopy?
Oh, that one sort of stumped me. I think we knew what we were in for. At the time, it was really difficult to a degree because we actually swagged it. We sort of didn't just have the money to completely transition. We had the roof rack that was a boat loader that couldn't just put a rooftop tent on. So it was quite a difficult sort of thing to be doing on the road. But honestly, unreal. We've loved it. We would love a little bit more space now after a year and
half nearly?
Something like that, year and a half of living out of the Troopy. But it's been great. We knew what to expect. We knew what we were doing it for, lowering our footprint, getting into those tougher spots and
giving ourselves more freedom. Like we knew it wasn't going to be perfect. We knew it was going to have its downsides. But I feel like the plus at this point in our life has actually outweighed those downsides.
Absolutely. And it got back to why we loved it and where that passion came from. Having the caravan wasn't how we found this passion for exploring and camping.
No.
It was more our passion came from the whole camping side of it and not roughing it, but just, you know, without all those glitz and glamours of a caravan. And everything has its pros and cons. That's 100% true. There is no perfect setup. But we transitioned well, bit over it now after the year and whatever, and looking forward to whatever that next chapter may be.
Because we still don't know what that next chapter is going to be, let's be honest.
Speak for yourself.
Love watching you guys and would love to know, is there a place you definitely would never go back to and why?
No, things change, we change. Don't get me wrong, we've been very disappointed by places that are super, super hyped up. Yeah. But we're all different. And I can't stress that enough. We get told by so many people on places to go and not to go. We want to go to them all and just have our own opinion. We've found what we love and don't love. One thing is tourist towns, towns in general, we sort of find them a means to an end. I'm not interested in seeing another bakery or... Oh, don't get me wrong, I love the food.
We'll go to it.
No, hang on. Let's take that one out. I'm not interested in the pub grub or anything like that, or, you know, the shops they've got in town.
Or the little statue in the middle of the town.
Unfortunately, yeah. I want to go in there, stock up, get the bakery food, and stock up again and get ready to get out of town and find those beautiful spots. Whether it's less travelled or it's just a beautiful place. But it's still great to do those tourist things, get to say that we've done it and tick it off for ourselves. Yep. It's just the touristy sort of destinations aren't for us. And maybe that's because we're penny pinching. We just can't afford to go there. And if we were millionaires and we could afford to do the helicopter flights and all these tours that they have on offer in town, maybe we'd be like, hell yeah, these towns are wicked. But because we want to do this full time and maintain this, we've got to watch our dollars.
We do.
So sorry, absolutely I cannot tell you what we don't like. I can say don't listen to everyone when they warn you about how bad a town is. Everywhere you go, they say it's bad because they know their local area and what's happening there. So you have to take it with a grain of salt. But nah, get out there, see it all, make up your own opinion, and just enjoy Australia. Far out, we live in a beautiful country.
Yes, we do. Are you able to live off YouTube alone yet?
No.
No. No, it is a love job.
There are so many people doing it now, and we're one of these people that came in late. You know, and there's so many people doing it now. It's hard to stand out. We're noticing that more negativity works on YouTube. Unfortunately, we try to be positive. We try to have fun with everything, but I don't know. It's just different. But nah, unfortunately not. We're just doing our thing. I don't think we're very good for brands to work with. We're not very...
We're not very polished.
No, we're not very polished. We're not very well put together. We say how it is, I guess. And we turn down a lot of brand deals, to be honest, which would certainly help. But we do turn down a lot because I don't feel it's a right fit for us. And I wouldn't want anyone to purchase it thinking that we did stand by it, even if we got it for free or paid, whatever.
Yeah, no. So in short, no, YouTube does not pay us enough to live. No. We are still living off savings and a big reason we sold the caravan.
Yep.
Pretty much.
We're a long way off it.
Yeah, we are a long way from YouTube paying the bills.
Yep, unfortunately. But still appreciate you guys coming along. Everything you do for us it's a step closer. We can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but it's just not there.
Can't quite grab it yet.
Nah, it'll happen one day. I can feel it. And you guys are a massive part of that, and we can't do that without you. You guys make this all possible, and we just can't thank you enough.
The Q&A's not over. That did kind of sound like he was wrapping up then, but we are just thanking you.
I'm not finished, mate. I've still got more stuff to say.
This one we get a lot is, what camera equipment do we use? So right now you are seeing us on our Sony A7 IV.
Yep,
A7 IV. We bit the bullet and invested a little bit more a couple of months back. Well, it's probably almost a year ago now. We also use the DJI Osmo Action 4 and a GoPro here and there. And what's our drone?
DJI Mini 3 something. Yeah, does the job.
Does the job. In saying that though, we love all the equipment we're using.
Yep.
Minus the GoPro.
Yep.
Anyway.
Don't get into that.
But you don't need it.
No, absolutely not. Man, oh man. Phones have unbelievable cameras on them these days. You'll be able to capture plenty with that, and if you really want to up your audio game, just find something that connects into that.
Yeah. Just a microphone.
And that would truly get you enough to create probably better videos than we do, to be honest, even having something that's bloody expensive. So don't think you need all these bells and whistles. People want to see genuine people out there having a crack, and do it with what you've got and build from there. Yeah, that's essentially what we did.
And we've got all this equipment, and we've even found lately that we are gravitating every now and again to picking up the iPhone and filming on that, just for convenience.
Yeah.
So
yeah, don't think you have to have all this stuff to do it. Sounds nice and you look like a bit of a as you walk around, but other than that,
oh dear,
I think we look like a bit of a as we walk around with it. You got that big knobbly bit on top, wobbling around.
The big fluffy cat. Will you ever see yourselves settling back into a house situation?
Could never say never. In our current frame of mind and the passion we still have for what we're doing and enjoying each other's company and just not knowing what's around the corner is truly inspiring to us. The fact that we are building a community that wants to hear our opinion and see our travels is really special to us. It's quite awesome, to be honest. I don't know how to put that into words, but just everything that's happening is priceless and unbelievable, and we're loving the adventure. But I could never say never.
No, never say never, but I definitely don't see it happening anytime soon. In saying that, if we ever did, I kind of personally feel like it would be nothing more than like a tiny home.
Oh,
That's all
yeah.
I ever see us in. I never see us in like a massive big house again. I just don't think it would be us.
Yeah. Nah, never say never.
Never say never.
But man, I'm loving this journey. And I hope we continue to have the same passion and everything moving forward and continue to love what we do. And if we don't, change it up and make sure we love what we do.
Yeah. How do you plan your trips?
We don't.
We do not.
We don't. We're currently on a trip with family and they keep asking where we're going.
I don't know.
Don't know, mate. Let me have a look tonight and I'll tell you where we're going tomorrow.
Yeah, we pretty much take it day by day and how we're feeling. If we rock up at a campsite that we'd sort of looked at the night before and gone, oh, we'll go there, it's not for us, we move on to the next one.
Yep.
There's been days where we've literally campsite hopped for like 12 hours straight. But we don't plan. We find being flexible is just so much easier.
Yeah.
It does have its downsides because if something goes wrong and you don't make it to a campsite, it can get a bit hairy.
Majority of the time you've got a key destination that you're trying to go to. So like we've been in Broome and then eventually we'll be heading along the east coast to Ningaloo, say, towards Exmouth, West Coast. And that'd be like the end goal, and then whatever's in between is what's in between type thing.
How do we manage to live in such a small space together 24/7?
It's weird. I guess we're like best friends first and foremost. You have your time away still.
Yeah.
I don't know.
To answer it bluntly, we do really well with it.
Yeah.
You may have seen last week's episode. That was the first time in 2 years that we were away from each other.
Yep.
And it did not go well.
It was terrible.
So we function better together.
Yeah.
We very rarely want time alone, or at least that's on my part.
No, same.
But when we do, we just go for a walk or...
Even being with other people lately and being in the same area but not being able to have our conversation chats that I know we would have still makes it feel like I miss you and missing out on these conversations that I know we would have. Mm-hmm. And then, you go to bed but you're exhausted and we do chat for a bit but I've fallen asleep a couple of times. The old grandpa. So, it's a very, very weird thing. You still have your time alone, like whether I go for a walk with Luna for a little bit, you still sit there in silence. Maddie works so much for this channel and everything behind the scenes, so there is a lot of time that you don't talk and you're in the same vicinity as each other but you feel like you're worlds apart. So
and like what works for us might not work for others. Not everybody's relationship is the same as ours.
No.
As ours. As ours. But personally, we work really well together. And this lifestyle is just, it's been great for our relationship.
I know. I couldn't honestly imagine going back to a normal sort of lifestyle and not have you around. It'd be hard actually. It'd be a big thing.
Let's not do that.
I love it. What else you got in that bag of goodies?
Hi guys, been watching your channel from the beginning and we really love what you do. Thank you so much. Our question is, if you could do it all again, is there anything you would do differently?
Yes. Sorry, I had to ponder on my thought then. One thing that I have been reflecting on now, coming into that we have officially completed the lap and now we're back where we sort of like grew up in our 20s. Remember that when you pull into towns, you will only get that first experience once. Mm-hmm. Oh, my arms, I can barely move it. You will only get that first experience once. And the second time around may not be as joyful. So remember, as you travel around, take that time to soak it in. Take that time to soak up the small stuff, the beautiful trees, the hills. I'm saying that because of where I'm sitting right now, and the rocks and the water flowing. Really soak that in, because next time you come here, you just don't bring that same passion to the place that you originally did.
Yeah, don't take those first moments for granted, because you're never going to have that first again.
Yep. Everything else, I appreciate what we've done and I've loved every minute of it and loving looking back. It's just, we've gone back to some places and it was like, oh, it just didn't have that same kick it did the first time. It's like you know what to expect and what's around the corner, where I love not knowing what's around the corner. That really lights a fire in me.
Buying right the first time.
What?
Like equipment and stuff like that. Like, I don't know how to word it.
When you travel, you need products that are able to be serviced or changed out anywhere in Australia. And we've had a few products that have let us down, and then to get them sorted, we've had to send it away, wait for them to reply, and whether they're going to do it under warranty. And that can take a month. So if you have something critical, let's say our fridge went down, we're buggered. We have to buy another fridge to survive and then get that one back or whatever, you know. So really think about those products. Can you at least get to a mechanic that stocks that fridge all around Australia sort of thing, and it's easily changed out under warranty with a stockist there, or something along those lines. Just really think about your products. That's been a big learning thing for us. Don't just penny pinch and choose the cheapest, easiest option, because if it goes down, you're lost and you're then going to have to spend again, and we have had that.
We've had that. So yeah, thank you for completing that thought, because that's exactly where I was going. It just wasn't coming out.
This is why we do so well together. I can read her mind.
Lessons learned. What's a big lesson that we've learned on the road?
Right, my biggest lesson learned on the road. I was thinking about this recently because we've travelled with people, spoken to people. First and foremost, this travel lifestyle is camping. Do not get that twisted for a second. There are different variations of how you camp, and just because you've got the biggest, flashiest caravan doesn't mean it is not still camping. So really remember that. You have to be so passionate about getting out here, enjoying the bugs, enjoying the cold nights, enjoying smelly fires, enjoying random places, bumps in the night, winds out of nowhere, rain out of nowhere. You have to embrace it all and first and foremost enjoy it. Yes, you might have a luxury home on wheels right behind you, but it is still camping. Please don't forget that when choosing to sell your house and ditch everything and go for it, and really make sure this is the life for you before you do that and just go for it. Because it's not easy. It's certainly a challenge, but we love it and are pretty adaptable. So
we're pretty good at adapting to our situation. I think probably my biggest lesson would probably be being able to make your own opinion on a place. So just because you're told that you should love a place does not mean that you have to. And going into places with an expectation that you're going to love it can sometimes make it the biggest letdown. You just go in without an expectation. If it's great, fantastic. If it wasn't what you wanted, well, at least you had a good day.
And you got to experience it. Definitely, that is a big one, because you get told so many places that people grew up in and they are so passionate about it, and you're like, what are you even happy about here? You know, and they hate it. We've had a couple of them, don't you, mate? And don't forget that. Don't change your travel plans. Yes, go and see stuff, but if you're on a limited time schedule, try and do what you know you love. Like now we know what we love, and we get told to go to so many places by people, and we're just like, we would to tick a box and to say that we did it, because I'm sort of a people pleaser and would feel bad. But at the end of the day, we already know that it's like, oh man, it's another town. Like, what do you got to offer me? Hopefully a good bakery. Half the time they're not. We don't even go to bakeries that often.
No, we don't.
I must be craving a bakery.
I couldn't even tell you the last time we went to a bakery. And then another part of that question was, how do you survive money-wise?
We actually pay ourselves. So we know how much it costs to sort of live weekly in our spendings account, which is what we spend on fuel, food, campgrounds, eating out if we want to. And then we have, say, our bills account, and that's maintenance on the car, anything goes wrong with the car.
Rego
insurance, all that sort of stuff. And then that's a bills account. And then we transfer X amount of money to that one. And then we transfer X amount of money to the spendings account. And we have to live within that. And then we know how much money we have for the year. Does that mean we go without? Sometimes, yeah. Does that mean we have to slow down sometimes? Yeah, it absolutely does. But first and foremost, we love this lifestyle and the travel, and you know how terrible is it that we had to stay here a couple more nights just because we needed to save money for a caravan park around the road. Oh no.
Yeah.
It's that works really well for us.
Yep.
Live off a wage essentially out of our savings.
Yep. And say there's something big coming up that we wanted to do, like an experience that wasn't in the budget, we make sure that we've saved money in our spendings account the week prior to be able to cover that. So that's how we deal with that. And the main thing that we sort of did to get that is I've actually created a travel budget calculator.
Yep.
So I'll put the link to it down below.
Bit of a shameless plug,
Bit of a shameless plug there.
Maddie has spent hours creating this travel budget calculator, and it was something that we're so passionate about because we want you guys to get out here, and I know we are charging for it, and it's one of those things I would love to do it for free and give it to you guys, but I know how much time Maddie's spent on it, and it's just an amazing thing. And if we can help one person get out there and figure out a budget to then get out here and travel, because money's such a big thing, like we would just be, I don't know, over the moon about that, because it's a massive thing. It's the only way you can afford to sort of do it, unless you're going to work everywhere, but you still have to budget.
Yeah.
So travel budget link below, please go and check it out. We love it.
We do, and it'll basically help you figure out exactly what you are spending, because a lot of people don't realise what they are spending their money on. So it will help you see all that, and I hope you enjoy it if you decide to purchase it. If not, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we still appreciate your support. You don't have to buy it. It does support us, and we appreciate it so much. Thank you. But only if that's going to help you and assist you, that'd be awesome. Hope you love it. Link below. Please buy us food.
How do we go travelling with Luna?
It's got its pros and cons, but for us, the pros of just having our fur baby is priceless. To have her around every day to share these memories and moments with. She's got such a short life, and we're very lucky to have her with us and enjoy these moments. So a lot of what we do sometimes, is for her.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll find a creek just so that she can have a swim. We'll change our plans just so that she's comfortable. But really, the biggest thing we're missing out on is national parks.
Yeah.
And as cool as it would be to experience some of these sometimes, at the end of the day, I would much prefer to have her with us.
Yeah.
And if we want to see a national park, we make it happen. Whether it's going separately or coming up with some of the solution, we do make it happen.
Yeah, there's apps out there for dog sitters. There's people willing to dog sit. We've actually travelled with family quite a bit. So our circumstances are a bit different to most other people's.
Yeah.
Which makes it super easy for us. It's one of those things. I would much prefer our quality time and where we can go rather than seeing something that we can't all do together.
Yeah. And then another question we get a lot in regards to Luna is how is she going with her leg? So a couple months back, probably about 9 or 10 now.
I was going to say, you keep thinking everything's a couple of months back, mate. A year has flown that quickly.
Yeah. Well, it was September last year.
Oh, so it's just yesterday we left to travel.
We were out camping at one of the most gorgeous free camps. Oh. And she decided to rupture her ACL. So we hightailed it to Townsville, got the ACL surgery. She is doing mostly well. Yep. We do have times, like she's been back at the vet recently with a couple of niggling issues as far as pain management goes.
Yep.
So far, touch wood, going pretty well. Just keeping it slow, and she's not the energetic pup that she used to be.
Unfortunately not. She can't go everywhere anymore. She's not the best adventure dog and just let's go. It's unfortunately quite limited to how far we can travel now on foot.
in saying that she would 100% give it a go.
Oh.
She will just regret it later.
Yes.
She
Yep.
doesn't realise in the moment she is in pain.
No.
But yeah,
She'll just push through it, and then later on she'll be hobbling around. You're like, oh no.
but she is doing well.
She's doing really well. Yep.
Would you consider a caravan after travelling with Maddie's parents? Also, love the content, guys. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I can see that. That's from Escape the Everyday. They
Yes.
are legends. We met them,
Townsville.
just yesterday. Over a year ago.
Yeah.
They were out here travelling as well. A caravan after travelling with Maddie's family. I still don't know.
No.
I still really don't know. There's so many pros and cons to every setup and situation. Right now, all I know is we want a bit more space for working and comfort. But I don't know if we want to tow. It still limits where we can go.
Yeah, no, I'm not sold on a caravan. There's none that I'm actually like, oh my God, I need that caravan.
Yeah.
And I think that is probably a big part of it as well.
Very true. And we don't want a traditional caravan. We don't want to be stuck inside again. It's got to have outdoor kitchen and all that sort of stuff. Like that's a given. We went back to the Troopy to have this camping lifestyle and that outdoor freedom, like force you to be outside. And I'd certainly have that again, but with a way to be able to shut the door and escape the bugs and the cold, and maybe have a little cooking setup inside somehow. But
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
It was lovely to be able to hide in away from the bugs, and
Yep.
especially with all those flies.
Who knows what's around the corner yet again?
Yep.
But at this stage, we're not leaning towards a caravan, no. No.
Not yet. So this one isn't quite a question, but I'm going to pop it in here anyway. Just saying, the respect you have for each other shines through so good. Thank you so much.
That's very sweet.
It is very
Thank
sweet.
you. She goes all right, the old girl.
I've been wanting to learn about contingencies people have in place for when something bad happens while living on the road.
Oh man, to be honest, we're pretty go with the flow people, and really depends on where you are and
And what goes wrong?
what goes wrong. When Luna did her ACL, we knew living remote what sort of happens with vets, so we made the decision to drive 1,000 kilometres to try and get the best help we could. And then we sat there for 8 weeks to make sure she had the best help. When our car went down, fortunately, we're actually in a caravan park in a
Cabin?
a cabin already, and we just had to extend it. And that worked out really well for us. So when things arise, you just figure it out, go with the flow. Nothing's that bad. We got insurance on everything.
Yeah.
That would be the benefit of having a caravan.
Yes.
You could just park it up if the car goes down, or vice versa. Sorry, I'm cutting you off. Go.
I was going to say, I think that's probably the biggest part of like a contingency is just don't let it get to you.
Nah.
Yes, whatever happens, it can be the biggest pain in the butt.
Yep.
But as long as you just take a breath, take a second, and just let it roll out, it'll be better overall than letting
Yep.
yourself get worked up into a ball and just explode.
If something goes wrong, make a coffee, sit down and think about it.
Yeah, just take
It's
that
one of
moment to
those
chill.
things. Yeah, come up with the best option you sort of can, whether that's getting everything sent back to your original home base where you've got family that you can mooch off for a while and to get fixed, or just come up with it in the moment. We've never kept any money aside to make sure we're okay or anything like that. But go with the flow, have fun, and just make a plan when something goes wrong.
What keeps you going on the tough days?
The excitement for what's around the corner. I'm shocking for being in the moment because of it sometimes, but I love what's around the corner. That really lights a fire in me, and I never know what's around the corner. That's the exciting part, you know what I mean?
Something new, something exciting. Yep.
And we've gotten to a stage now where we can sort of see the people behind the camera. It's sort of sunk in the reasons we do this, to bring you guys along. To the people that will never go to the places we go is really special to us, and we want to do it justice. We want to bring you along, and that really keeps us going on those down days. We've never met you, but we feel as though we do it for you as well, which is really special.
That was going to be mine, was basically like, there are days where this, YouTube, and everything that comes along with it is really tough. I spend a lot of time on it.
Yep.
And it doesn't always go the way I want to. But what keeps me going with it is you guys. Making sure that I can produce something and put something together that will, at the end of the day, potentially help one of you, inspire one of you, even just show you just an amazing part of this country.
Yep.
It's all for you guys.
And we've had days where we've actually had a big chat where we decided, we came to a crossroads and we're like, at the end of all this, at the end of this year when we get back to Perth, do we just call this quits? We've had a massive chat about that. So, but it feels great to know that we're doing it for you guys.
And us.
And an amazing community, and us. Oh man, the memories, looking back at what we've done, we still pinch ourselves and it's like, holy, we did that? I totally forgot we've done that. We're shocking for a memory and stuff though, but we're so appreciative of everything that we get to do and bring you guys along for it. We absolutely love it. We're pretty positive people. It takes a fair bit to get us down, and we love it. We're so grateful for finding our passion so young, and hopefully we can make this our full-time job and continue to hopefully inspire one person to do what they love. Life's short, live it. You guys are an absolute bloody legend.
We'll catch you next week.
Oh, wherever we may be.